Welcome back to Rockies franchise. We are one removed from the offseason episode. This is 2029. So we are actually pretty deep here in the future, and the overwhelming response from the comment section was that you guys are all disappointed I did not go out and make a splash signing in free agency. Well, in MLB The Show 25, it's way harder to go out and sign a big-time free agent. And it seemed like we stayed the same. I get that, but if we were to go out and make a big splash, we absolutely would have lost Nolan Jones. Because these guys did not sign before free agency, so we had to go out and sign them. Nolan Jones is a star player at this point. He's hit 299 back-to-back years and really found the power in 2028. OPS back over 900 for the first time since 2023 with the Rockies, right? We could not let Nolan Jones go. So that was our number one priority free agent. We also went out and made a trade for Ryan Pepio, who had been performing very, very well in 2028. He also did not come back prior to hitting free agency. He's hurt now, of course. That's not great. But I wanted to go out and keep Pepio because pitching has been such a problem for us. I pursued Royce Lewis in free agency, and he just chose the Twins. So I feel like we had to retain the core of this team. We have won a World Series already. I know disappointing results in 2028, and obviously I wanted to be competing for another World Series, but there just wasn't a clear path to going out and signing a superstar. And I know it's like, go out. Why didn't you offer on Ronald Acuna Jr.? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I just think it was tough to compete with a lot of these teams when Acuna's getting $40 million through 2035. He's 31 years old. He's really, really good. I wanted Ronald Acuna, but I also wanted to keep Nolan Jones for half the price. And I think price is important. I know we got Chris Bryant's contract off the books. I get that. But I am considering going and making a move here prior to opening day. The rotation could be improved. We have a lot of guys who are okay and some good young pitching. Jorge Santana, Pedro Montanez, who's not going to be up quite yet, Harleen Susana. Max Meyer is not that young anymore, but I'll put Chase Burns in that conversation, who we traded for. We have Dolander, who I'm hoping can be something for us. I don't want to trade him, although the numbers have not been spectacular over his career here so far. But I do agree we could go out and make a splash trade. First base is a position of need potentially. Tolia has been a solid player for us. He's hit 30 home runs or close to it last season, the year before. OPS could be a bit higher. He's not really getting on base as much, becoming really more of a home run or nothing type of hitter. Struck out 164 times in 153 games, which is a lot in simulation because guys just don't strike out in simulation very often. But Tolia can be upgraded going into the final year of his deal. Only $800K. The interesting thing is we have a backup right fielder, Jordan Beck, making close to $9 million this year. The arbitrator sided with Jordan Beck. He's been good-ish. He doesn't really play. Why is he making that much? Insanity. Jordan Beck is on the chopping block. I think we have decent depth in the outfield with Charlie Condon. Horace Mora is officially going to be a full-time player for us. Evan Carter, and then Darren Pryor in the minors. We traded for him. I'm excited about the potential. He looks really, really good. But we are missing that star. Ezekiel Tovar has not performed quite to that star level offensively that we would hope he would eventually evolve into. It hasn't happened, although the attributes look pretty good. Maybe 27 is the breakout year. He's obviously very good defensively. We do have great depth with our minor league system. Pedro De Silva is one of the top prospects in baseball. Sean Elliott is one of the top prospects in baseball. If you look at the top prospects list, oh man, I really did like Rob O'Reilly. He looks insane. He was in that last draft class. We had no chance to get him. Gino Killian, obviously you wanted as well. Really didn't have a chance to get him. He's only 19 years old at an 87 overall. DeAndre Kelly in this past draft is an 88 overall. That just clicked. He is a first-year player. He just got drafted. 5'7", 176 out of the Dominican. DeAndre Kelly is an 88 overall. He is an elite hitter already. He is pretty good defensively. He looks insane. He looks insane. But anyway, outside of that, we have the number 11 prospect in baseball, Thomas Suzuki. I know the numbers don't look amazing. He's got a potential. He's developing, but probably will never be a part of our team. That is a trade piece, no question. But the number 11 prospect in baseball. Sean Elliott is top 25. He has dropped a little bit, but a potential, 65 overall. He's balanced, although not that great anywhere. And when is he going to be usable? When he's 25? That might be too late for me. But another top prospect, Pedro da Silva, I like quite a bit. 20 years old, already quite good contact, discipline, clutch, vision. Defense has a little bit of ways to go. But you get the point. There's another top 50, Todd Daly. We're going to have more top 100 prospects. Darren Pryor, Robert Calaz, Pedro Lucero. Our farm system, Steven Serrano, the 19-year-old, with big strikeout stuff. Our farm system is phenomenal. When a guy like Pedro Montanez is not even a top 100 prospect, at 21 years old, 77 overall, you know our farm system is loaded. These are potential trade pieces, and I do agree that even though free agency maybe didn't make the most sense for us to upgrade that way, we can potentially go out and make a big-time trade for a player. Now, I've keyed in on a couple of different guys in the National League. Bryce Harper is one. He's 36 years old. Still pretty expensive. I think the Phillies are trying to compete, so maybe it makes a little bit less sense for them compared to some other teams, but Harper is gettable, and anyone is gettable in this game. The trade logic is stupid, but it would take Harleen Susana and Darren Pryor, and there could be some wiggle room there. Again, I kind of want to include Michael Toglia in a trade, Jordan Beck in a trade, but we can get the 36-year-old Bryce Harper. That's a possibility. Nolan Jones has the ability to play all over the outfield, plus first base as well as third base, so that gives us a ton of flexibility. And I like how he's been hitting. He's been awesome, but Harper is a name, as is James Wood. He is under contract for 2 more years and is a really, really good player, obviously. Haven't seen him hit to a super elite level after 2026, but he's been very solid. No question. Although you'd expect more home runs, but I guess 78 power, 48 power is not amazing. But he would play the outfield. Charlie Condon, maybe DH, is a possibility if we were to go out and get James Wood. I'm surprised the numbers aren't a little bit better. He's been a doubles machine, really. But so has Ellie De La Cruz. You guys know I love Ellie. I actually have Ellie emotes in the chat. You can see them above me here momentarily. If the subs would wake up! Twitch.tv/Bengal, join live. He's very good defensively. He has elite speed, which I think we lack for the most part. He's got good enough contact. You'd think the power would be a bit better, but it's been about what James Wood is doing. And the contact skills at times have been very, very good. Although maybe staying healthy has been a bit of a problem over the past couple of years. But I mean, we've seen him hit better than James Wood. And I think we'd play him at third base. Nolan Jones would play first base. Toglia would be gone. Ellie is in the final year of his deal, getting paid close to $24 million. So this is kind of a rental type of player. But I think we all expect the Reds to not be able to retain Ellie De La Cruz. And top to bottom, their roster's not that good. So I think the Reds could take a package to trade Ellie De La Cruz if they're not going to be able to re-sign him in the offseason anyway. So I do think going out and making a move for Ellie is going to be something I want to do. Now, ideally, I would trade Toglia to open up that first base spot, Jordan Beck and a pitcher, Arlene Susana, and this trade would be accepted by Cincinnati. Susana is extremely valuable, but I don't know if he's ever going to work for us. But he's got a ton of value in this game as a 24-year-old starter, high B potential, 83 overall. Jordan Beck, 27 years old, B potential, 79 overall. Like, these are solid players. Tolia is just all right. I guess he did hit 30 home runs last year. But I think this is a trade I want to make. Susana probably has the most value here. I don't really need to trade Beck. In fact, what I could do to maybe make this look a little bit better is I could trade Sean Elliott or even the number 11 prospect in baseball. Let's do that if it's going to happen. His name is Thomas Suzuki. He is the number 11 prospect in baseball. We know the Reds playing at Great American need pitching. I know the overall is not high, but he's only 19 years old with a potential. Thomas Suzuki is the final piece here in the Elly De La Cruz trade. You wanted a splash? Well, you're getting a splash. Elly De La Cruz is a Colorado Rocky. How do you like that? I know there are going to be complaints one way or another. I either don't do enough or I do too much. We've got a new highest rated player, Elly De La Cruz. Welcome to Denver, Elly De La Cruz. But I am worried about the attributes. Is he a player that outperforms them? It looks like it, even though I'm a little bit worried about 2028. He did have 45 doubles, though. Stole 30 bases, got caught 9 times. Dude, MLB The Show sim stats are so terrible. But we do have Elly. Now, if you look at our rotation, honestly, it got a little bit easier to figure out who the starters are going to be. Things will change once Ryan Pepio's back. We could potentially use a frontline starter. Chase Burns, Jordan Beck, Nolan Jones is going to move over to first base, of course. And then Claudio Portillo has a good chance to be a contributor at some point, somewhere. He's got third base, first base, left field. I like him for the future. He's not ready yet. He's really good defensively. The bat is not quite ready yet, but it's close. But Chase Burns, Jordan Beck, we could potentially, and a starter maybe, for a frontline starter. Hello? We've broken the game. They can't imagine a trade where Chase Burns and Jordan Beck are available. Okay. All right. Another big-time trade. Domingo Francisco, 21 years old, B potential shortstop. We have a lot of shortstops. Jordan Beck, he's just not going to start for us, really, and he's got some team control, obviously, but I don't want to pay him that. $8.7 million per year. He is good, and he's been good for us. He's had some stretches, but he's just not my long-term plans. And we're also trading somebody we traded for, which is Chase Burns, which I feel not great about. I like the idea of having Chase Burns, and he's extremely controllable. Maybe Max Meyer would be better, but he was our best pitcher last year, and he was good in 2027. He is an expiring contract, though. All right, I'll trade Max Meyer. We're going to get Bryce Miller in return. He's 30 years old at this point. Remember, we're in 2029. We are in 2029. He was pretty good last year. The Mariners have a lot of really good starting pitchers and a decent depth, and they're getting Max Meyer to replace Bryce Miller. So they're going to have a rotation of Webb, Alcantara, Wu, Kremer, and now Max Meyer with Jordan Beck joining the outfield, where he is instantly their starter, and Rake Fraley's in there as well. They've got a decent young core, but this is the trade that's happening. We need to get better in our starting pitching, and I'm hoping that one of my former franchise standouts, or dynasty fantasy standouts, who has not been very good in 2025 at all, playing injured, bone spur, whatever, on IL now. But I'm hoping he can be a really, really good piece for us. We'll see what he looks like. But I think he's a little bit better in game than he has been in real life so far. But we've got a new highest rated player. It's Bryce Miller, new highest rated starter and player on the entire team, and new highest rated position player, Elly De La Cruz. You wanted some splash trades? You wanted to see me really go for it in 2029? Well, that's what we're doing. 2 big-time moves to potentially put this team back over the hill, back into the playoffs in a highly competitive NL West where the Diamondbacks don't stop spending money. The Padres are good. The Dodgers are insane. The Giants are highly competitive. And in real life, just traded for Rafael Devers. Unbelievable things happening today, but nothing crazier than what's going on in Rockies franchise. Miller and De La Cruz are the newest Colorado Rockies. I've done this before, but we are looking for a utility player that hits lefties, and we certainly found one. Romy Gonzalez was supposedly on waivers. I can't even find him. I may have passed him. But we are going to make a claim. If I could ever find him, I passed him, obviously. I was just doing that for interaction. It's engagement baiting. Here he is. No. Where is Romy? Was he higher up than I expected? There he is. He's a 77 overall. We are going to claim Romy Gonzalez. And I think that could actually really help out our team. Because right now you look at our lineup. Against righties, I actually like it a lot. I'm going to try leading off Elly, who's going to play third. No Joe at first. Luis Garcia, Charlie Condon. Luis Garcia DHing is kind of weird, but Celestin is out of options. He's really good defensively. The hit tool is not awful. There may be something there. In 3 games last year, he really hit. I mean, it's 3 games, but hey, he did it. We'll see what a full season can do, and obviously we'll make changes if it's not a good fit. But I like the lineup against righties, but against lefties, we're kind of missing that DH that crushes lefties. We don't really have a good DH right now. So I'll probably start Benny Montgomery in right and then go Condon DH. I think that's probably the best way. Carter's not somebody who hits lefties that well, but I like the potential of this lineup. Then maybe against lefties, we go Elly in the 2 spot. Or no, yeah, maybe. Luis Garcia I still like, and then go Condon, Tovar, Basayo, Mora, Montgomery, Carter. Carter just doesn't hit lefties, so I don't really want him getting a lot of ABs against lefties, but if a righty comes in late in the game, this guy could be incredible, and the clutch isn't that high. But I like that lineup for the most part. We have some things to fix down at AAA. I'll do that off camera. Claudio Portillo is going to start the year in the minor leagues. He's just not ready to go quite yet. But we do have some bats that could potentially make a big impact for us down the line. Ray Valdez. I like the look of him a lot. The power's not there, but the fact that he can play the outfield and second base with big-time speed, good defense, there's absolutely value there. Pedro De Silva, I think, is one of our top prospects in the system. We all know about Robert Calaz. First MLB AB for us was a homer, and then he cooled off tremendously. And also Darren Pryor might be our best hitter in the minor leagues, even over Calaz. This may be our lefty killer. 6'4", 218, 22 years old with very good hitting across the board. A right-hander that throws lefty, very unusual. Ricky Henderson did it, but the list is small. But we have some things to fix up. Portillo obviously is going to play somewhere. And he can play the outfield, at least left field. But I'm excited about the potential of this team. We got a lot better. The rotation's going to look like this. And the bullpen, I'm a little bit worried about Jurangelo Saintia, the switch pitcher. But he's going to be starting in long relief for us and then potentially moving to middle relief or somewhere else. I don't know. The bullpen looks decent. We brought in Michael Kopech. In fact, I probably want to make him a setup man over Leclerc. Kopech could be big time. So 2 setup guys, one's a lefty, one's a righty, and then Yohan Duran is the closer. This team looks like a competitor in a very difficult NL West. We'll see what we can do. Let's get to opening day. We are taking on the Cincinnati Reds. We just stole Elly De La Cruz from him. He's going to play against his former team in the very first game of the year. So, unfortunately, for Ruben Cordero and Todd Daly, well, especially Cordero, is we just don't really have a spot right now at the big league level for another reliever. Like, I guess Chavy, right, could be one, but he's been really good for us, and he's unfortunately out of options. So, not really someone that we can afford to send down at this point. There's not really anybody that can get sent down. Victor Vodnik, maybe. But he was pretty good last year. I think he could deserve a chance. And maybe we're just going to wait. And also, friend of the channel, we're just going to wait on, an injury or something. There will be injuries. It happens all the time. But let's go. Opening day. Big time trades happened. And unfortunately, we have to make a roster move. But it's actually kind of a good thing because we have claimed Romy Gonzalez, who I think is going to jump into the lineup to start against lefties. And I guess he DHs. Because even though he can play every position, he's actually pretty bad at it. Move Horace Mora down. Gonzalez just kills lefties. So there's some value there. Probably even hit him ahead of Pasayo. Kind of a weird fit, but lefty killer off the bench. And that does mean we have to send somebody down. And I think it's going to end up being a catcher. Drew Romo, however, here's the deal. He is out of options. So some team could claim him, and oh no, if we lose Drew Romo, I don't know what we're going to do. 77 and 85 last year. The Reds only went 1-1 last year, so they're obviously looking for some improvement. But we have a new opening day starter. We have a new superstar leadoff hitter. And of course, Horace Mora, full-time player this year. Felnine Celestin getting more time. Samuel Basayo back from injury. Charlie Condon into year 2. Evan Carter is a new Rocky. I'm excited to see what this team can do. T-Dog, thanks for the tier 1. This is the Reds lineup. Looking a little bit different without... Why have they played games already? Did they play in, like, Japan or something? Overseas? Maybe. I'm excited to see what this team can do. No Elly De La Cruz for the Reds. He's changed dugouts. I'm excited to see what this team is capable of. Obviously, 2028 was entirely disappointing. I'm hoping that 2029 can be the year we bounce back from our championship slump. We'll see. It's tough to perform at Coors Field for pitchers. Bryce Miller probably not super excited to be a Rocky, coming off of a very good 2028. ERA just over 2.5 in 153 1/3 innings. The 12-8 record. Of course, no strikeouts happen in MLB The Show Sim, so only 117 of them. Maybe we can add more today. Garrett Mitchell is the leadoff hitter for Cincinnati. Quick counts on, of course. And Miller, throws decently hard. His claim to fame is this four-seam fastball. 2-2 to Garrett Mitchell. As we'll try to put him away. That hung up there. Carter's a great defender, though, and he gets to that one easily. That's why I like having good defenders. It's why I don't mind potentially DHing Charlie Condon, but it's not a great fit right now. That was a bit of a hanger. There's new third baseman. Get a look at Elly De La Cruz in Rockies pinstripes. Cannon over at third base. And Matt McLain hitting in the 3 spot for Cincinnati. Sinker got in, and it'll be the first hit off Bryce Miller. Little dribbler back up the middle. You'll see Horace Mora healthy again this year after missing the tail end of last year following a call-up. Showed some moments, but mostly lackluster as new second baseman Felnine Celestin Fields throws and gets the runner. See what the Bats can do against Rhett Lauder, opening day starter for Cincinnati. The numbers have not been very good, but you can see the record was basically identical to what Bryce Miller had 1 year ago with an ERA 2 full runs lower. That's a ball. Fastball in on Elly. Only a 2-time All-Star through 2029. Something tells me that'll be very different in real life. And Elly's first swing as a Rockies a base hit. That's going to get by the left fielder. We know De La Cruz can fly. Elly rounding second. He'll head for third. Here's the throw up the line. Not in time. De La Cruz triple. Welcome to Colorado, Elly De La Cruz. Rockies franchise has never been more back. He may not be the 99 speed Elly De La Cruz, but 92 speed is still pretty good. What a hit for Elly in his Rockies debut against his former team. Fans wanted somebody else. The organization prioritized Nolan Jones. He's back in Colorado. Was our best hitter last year and the year before. And we'll just do the job here. Drive home De La Cruz. We're up 1-0. Nice little lead here already. Another big free agent signing for us. I think it went really well. Luis Garcia had an 800 OPS last year, close to it, 19 home runs. He was a clutch hitter for us. And he swings and puts one high in the air, deep to right field. Send the right fielder all the way back to the wall, and the catch is made. Just a little bit too much hang time on that one. Did not think that was quite going to get out. See our projected averages. Nobody close to 300, but our top 3 hitters, and even Condon right around 270 or higher. Horace Mora, not really a contact guy, but he's expected to hit close to 270 as well. As we'll see Charlie Condon. He had a really good rookie year. Want to see him add a little bit more power here in year 2. Front door slider is fouled away. The lineup has made a lot of changes, but we were not successful last year. We sold at the deadline, made some big-time tweaks to the team. We have some of our top prospects getting the call, as here's a chopper. Condon doesn't run particularly well. Not that close at first base. But yeah, we didn't make the playoffs last year after winning the World Series the year before. Changes needed to be made. You guys called for it in the comments section, and you got to change right there at the hot corner. Elly De La Cruz with a putout. It is 2029. A lot has changed. We are a half decade into the future, as it's another base hit up the middle. This one hit way harder than the Matt McLain single. Adolis Garcia is on. Let's get a ground ball out here. Cam Collier is the hitter. He's got big-time power. He actually had a pretty good 2028 in a very small sample. Doesn't run all that well, though. Could be a double play candidate. Splitter. Fouled off by Collier. I want to work that sinker. It's a good spot, but Collier is just fighting. It's tough to get strikeouts here. We up the difficulty. And they don't really chase. And it is tough to put batters away. Fastball up and away. Thought it caught the corner. Umpire disagreed. First and second here. Power hitting catcher Shea Langoliers is a strikeout candidate. Looks like he was on the sweeper. How about the heater? Misses again. 2-2. Sinker in on the hand. Strike 3 by Langoliers. Big strikeout for Bryce Miller. Keep the runners where they are. Now 2 outs for Edwin Arroyo, one of the top prospects in the Reds system. Never really been too much of a hitter, but good defender. Hits one back up the middle. It's by Celestin. Into the outfield. Mora with the throw. No play at the plate. We are tied. Maybe he should have laid out to try to keep that in the infield. All right. It's tough to pitch when you're not getting the calls. Maybe you have to try lower in the zone. Does land for a strike. Should set up the splitter. It does, but Mitchell gets a piece. 2-2. Haven't shown him the slider. Seen the sweeper. Missed badly. Try to dot him up with the fastball down and away. He's on it. He is on it. Let's go up with it now. Change level. Fly ball to Condon. That should be the 3rd out of the inning. Miller gets out of trouble. A lot of our trouble on the mound stems from not getting calls. Getting squeezed. It's not ideal. See if we can hit. Here's Evan Carter. Another fresh face in this Colorado Rockies offense. Seen quite a few of them. 2-2, 22 pitches into the game. Here's 23, and it's ball 3. Ooh, it will be the first PA of the season for Samuel Bazayo. First plate appearance for him. Interesting. Oh, hard hit by Carter. Unfortunately, right at Matt McLean. 109 off the bat. Straight into the ground. Good piece on an inside fastball, but can't do much with it. And that is a hanger. Changeup up in the zone. Basayo, like De La Cruz, goes the other way. Does not have nearly the same type of speed in Basayo. We'll have a stand-up double here with 1 out. And we do have good hitters at the bottom of our order here. You're going to see one right now. Top prospect. Now full-time starting center fielder, taking over from Brenton Doyle, Horace Mora. The contact ability is not great. The power is really good. He's projected to hit close to 270 this year, though. If he can do that, we're going to have an incredible year. And also, he has been a magnet for pitches for some reason. He's been hit by so many pitches in these player lock moments. 3-1, though. Fastball driven deep to left center field. Basayo, you can run because this one's not getting caught. Over the wall, Horace Mora. First bomb of the season for any Rocky. And that gives us the lead. The nickname in chat is out of control. Lamb chop, thanks for the tier 1. Horace Mora goes yard. Guys were making fun of him last season. Talking about how the average matched the jersey number. Not this year. Not this year. 3-1 Colorado. Horace Mora breakout is real. Tovar actually gets a decent piece of this one. Going a lot farther than you might think. It's going to be a double. 3 extra base hits in a row off Rhett Lauder. And his struggles from 2028 may have followed him into 2029. Ezequiel Tovar with a 1-out double. Didn't really hit it all that well. Got in on the hands. Maybe to use one of those torpedo bats. But drove it fairly far here at course. Bounced all the way to the wall. And we'll have, you know, without question, our weakest hitter in the lineup up to the plate. Felnine Celestin. The defense is great. I think the hit tool can get there. It's not there yet.
Ball 2.
He's hitting ninth for a reason, but offers us a lot of good defense. He's got A potential. We got him from Seattle. He can be a good player for us. He can be an everyday starter. He strikes out on the changeup. It's a good pitch. It's a good pitch. Seattle, thanks for the prime sub. Back up to the top of the order. Elly De La Cruz. I think he's going to keep the red batting gloves. Fastball up in the zone. Runs the count full to 3-2. Got to remember, quick counts is on. Can't really talk about batting gloves. Need to focus on the pitch. Sinker down the middle, fouled back. Elly a little bit late. Fastball down and in. Will extend this inning. De La Cruz draws the walk. Has yet to get out as a Rocky in 2 plate appearances. And this is who you want up in this spot. Nolan Jones had such a great year last year. It's hit 299 in back-to-back seasons, although struggling a bit to start this year. Small sample size. Ground ball gets them out of the inning, but the damage was done. I mean, I can't call him what the nickname is. Horace Mora, though, goes yard. And Bryce Miller gets a little bit of a lead. I need the sweeper to start giving us some strikeouts. That's got to be the one. Icy, oh no. That hung. Icy thanks to the tier 1. Spencer Steer puts one into the seats. You kind of just can't put that pitch there. Sweeper that just straight up hung down the middle. Yeah. It's about as bad of a spot as you could possibly put that pitch. Well, Miller trying to give away this lead. Let's see if we can actually start making some pitches and getting some good results as Condon chases down that fly ball. Michael Tolia. We remember him. 0 for 1 now as a Cincinnati Red. But he does like hitting at core. Single hard back up the middle. We've seen a lot of hard contact back up the middle. As they say, there's no shift for that. Except there kind of is. Good slider. Need a strikeout here. And we got it. Encarnacion Strand chases the sweeper. All right, that's not bad. Second strikeout for Miller. Fastball is a strike on Garcia. I think we raise it a little bit more than that. Or just buzz it right by him. Strikeout by Garcia. Back-to-back Ks for Bryce Miller, but Steer closed the gap slightly. Solo shot on a big mistake for Miller. You cannot make those pitches to professional hitters. Here's Luis Garcia. He swings and drills one deep to right field. No doubt about it. Upper deck. 473 for Garcia. He got it back. Picking up Bryce Miller. Luis Garcia. Are you kidding me? Upper tank. Goodness. Oh my, Luis Garcia. Nearly 20 bombs a season ago. He's getting an early start in 2029. I really liked him as a signing. I thought he had a great first year in Colorado. And he's looking to make year 2 even better. That was a big mistake pitch. It's a sinker middle. And that one got in on the hands a little bit for Condon. Close play at first, but he is retired. Evan Carter crushes righties, though. 5th, maybe even a little bit too low in the order. But you got to split it up. Got to get Condon in that spot as Carter walks. Disciplined hitter. Second walk for Louder. See, Basayo has doubled already. When he went down, our season was effectively over. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be a really good player for us. Fastball up. No one's had it all day. Umpire is calling a consistent game, if nothing else. saying it's a good strike zone, but it is his strike zone. Basayo may eventually move to first base. Not sure. Obviously, the trade with Ellie De La Cruz kind of complicates that a bit. Good take on a sinker. Basayo did not even flinch. Full count. We're going to send Carter. Strike him out, throw him out. No, Carter takes second. Basayo down swinging. I don't even know that this was a particularly tough pitch. Decent jump for Carter. It's not even really a bad throw. Arroyo, I guess, had a tough time. Good timing, by the way, for Basayo. He just swung and missed the sinker down and away. Horace Mora back up. Homered last time. His 2028 was not great. Just one homer, 5 ribbies, hit 104 with a 383 OPS. His OPS right now is 5,000 for 5.000. We say 5,000. 3-1. Another big-time hitters count for Mora. Oh, expanded a little bit. Trying to do damage. That was a changeup that may have been ball 4. And that slider hung in a big way. Good timing, but Mora fouls it back. Trying to do damage. That's what his job is. He's hitting down in the order. Extending an inning is cool. Whatever. I mean, we need a hit here to score the run. But he's down here to do damage. Take Warhacks and give us runs at the bottom of our order. Be a 9-pitch at bat at the very minimum. And Lauder's made some mistakes middle. Mora has not capitalized. But he is fighting. Fastball down. Great spot from Lauder. It'll be a 10-pitch at bat. 78 pitches. 79. Through just 2 2/3, Mora works the walk. Ezequiel Tovar doubled last time up. I don't know how much longer we're going to see Rhett Lauder in this game. He's already over 80 pitches. It's the 3rd inning. He can't find the zone. Celestin up with the bases loaded would be a huge spot. Here's the 3-1. Warhack time. Fastball. Maybe down and in slightly. Good timing. Tovar fouls it back. Another full count for Lauder. Fastball down the middle. Tovar swings and misses. How is that even possible? Wow. That is a big-time miss. Because it feels like we're beating up on the Reds. It's 4-2. And they've hit a little bit. There has been traffic on the bases every inning. Got to get Collier.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Nobody wants to chase the splitter. The slider's honestly been a little bit of a swing and miss pitch. We've thrown it a few times.
Helpful.
Collier is working that count. He's just not playing to hit. He wanted a walk. He's going to strike out looking 4 now for Bryce Miller. Langelier's back up. Struck out last time. I think we're going to see if he can do it again. Get that slider away. Oh, that hung a bit. He's going to have 2. Mora's a good defender, but no play at second base. I think the idea is good. We just need to actually get that pitch off the plate. And that one was not off the plate. Full count to Arroyo. He pops it up. Should be out number 2. Runner obviously not trying to advance. We just challenge Garrett Mitchell. Challenge lead there. If Garrett Mitchell beats you, so be it. Fastball up, gets the call. Splitter away gets the swing. Mitchell fans, Basayo onto first on the bounce. Good inning for the most part for Bryce Miller. We're actually being out-hit by the Reds as they do turn to their bullpen extremely early. You see the projected leaders. Darren Pryor, actually, down in the minors, is going to lead us in batting average. Everything else, it's the newest Colorado Rocky, Ellie De La Cruz. Can't say I'm exactly surprised there. He is a beast. Should have been up with the bases loaded, or, oh, jeez. Maybe not. That's a Daniel Lynch fastball way up. Big swing and a miss. And our lineup is not really designed to hit lefties.
That's outside.
Even Ellie, despite being a switch hitter, really more of a left-handed bat in terms of where he produces. Ellie does hit this one pretty hard, right at the first baseman. And we've had, that happen a couple of times. Hard contact right at somebody. Why are we expanding against Daniel Lynch? I mean, we can see that's going to be out of the zone. Come on, Nolan. 0 for 2 to start. That is not you. Daniel Lynch is a very different pitcher compared to Rhett Lauder, but you got to adjust. Sinker in on the hands. Jammed him. Come on, Nojo. What can you do for us? Love to see him extend the inning. Change it down and in. He's really come over the plate one time. It was a sinker. And that one is a fastball down and in. Nojo with his first hit of the season. Hit really hard back up the middle. Skipping across the infield grass into the outfield. And it's Luis Garcia. He hits lefties. He hits everybody. This is someone we want up. That's back up the middle. Back-to-back 2-out hits for the Rockies. We might have a rally cooking. Charlie Condon is the man for the job here. Back-to-back 2-out hits by lefties. Lefty, lefty. Love to see it. Condon 0 for 2. Looking to join the hit party. Fastball down for strike 2. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out. 22 pitches in and a 2-2 count. Ball 3, not even close. Full count to Condon. Swung on and driven hard down the left field line. Foul. Just missed. He goes the other way. That one's going to catch a lot of the grass. Charlie Condon with a big-time 2-out hit. We will try and send the runner. Here's the throw. Got him at the plate. Garcia gunned down. Oh, what a relay by the Reds. With 2 outs, you obviously need to send the runner there. What a relay. What a relay by Cincinnati. Nearly 6-2. Good work from Condon, but man, Garcia's got to get around the bases a little bit better than that. That's a hanger. Should we have been running on the pitch? Was it 3-2, 2 outs? Gut punch from McClain. He's down looking. Yeah, didn't even realize that. That is a good point. Here's Tolia. Does have a hit today. Trying to make that all he gets is 1. We know he's a big strikeout threat. Whenever we use Michael Tolia, this guy swung and missed at every pitch in the zone regularly. How about out of the zone? Splitter gets him. Good inning for Miller. Evan Carter still looking for his first hit of the season. It's early. Has walked. It's not likely to come against a lefty. His numbers against the left-handed side, not very good. He does not hit southpaws very well.
Ball, that's in.
So if he can just, extend counts Like, Daniel Lynch is their long reliever. He's on mop-up duty. But this is a close game. That fastball's got to be crushed, right? Good timing. Right down the middle. Elevated slightly. Can't do much. But if he can just fight, that's okay. Good slider. Trying to work the count. That's it. Evan Carter actually hits one fairly well to right field. It's hooking. It's deep to right. And it's caught at the wall. A leaping grab. Adolis Garcia. Carter can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, man. Nearly lefty-lefty crime. Got a sinker. Down and in. What a play from Adolis Garcia. El Bombi. Stovall, thanks for the prime. Damn. Just missed a couple in this game. We've had hard contact. That's not really one of them. Isayo flies out to left center. And we'll see Horace Mora bat from the right side. You look at his splits, he's a little bit worse against lefties. 90 reaction in center, though, is quite nice. Very aggressive on the bases. We know that. Here's the 1-2. Change up low. All right, discipline for Mora. Showing early. Ooh, fastball. That's the thing with his low contact. He misses mistakes. Not all the time. Sometimes he hits home runs, but cannot consistently hit mistakes, maybe. Has worked another full count, though. I want someone to count up how many pitches Horace Mora has seen. It's a lot. Swings and misses on the fastball, though. Loses the battle that time. Miller's pitched fairly well for us. You know, a lot of hits, a walk, has struck out 7. He's at 103 pitches. This may be his last batter. I think that's safe to say. This is a big-time pitch count game for Bryce Miller. And that's all he needed to do. He got out Christian Encarnacion Strand. His day is over. El Bombi. I think we bring in a lefty here. We're going to go to Keegan Aiken. Former Red, I think, in this franchise, right? Also former Rocky that we brought back. Keegan Aiken was a really, really great reliever for us early on, and I'm hoping we're going to see some more of that in 2029. Big strike on Adolis Garcia.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
See the career numbers, 1 for 7 with a strikeout. Good spot on the slider. Yeah, this is not really a Gerangelo spot.
Nope.
It's kind of a close game, and I don't trust Gerangelo. He's a long reliever. We are in this game. We're trying to set it up. Aiken gets in front of that one, and Aiken, high throw, but gets Garcia. New manager loves it. And we'll see if we can get Collier. Just get him reaching on one of these sliders. There it is. Ellie's there. Let's see the cannon. Hose from across the diamond. Let's get a little bit of insurance here. Although I know everyone would love to see Yohan Duran in a save situation here on opening day. Oh, Ezekiel Tovar rips one back up the middle. Would have loved that when we had runners on with 2 outs. He struck out, but got a slider to hit. Tovar's like, just another day at the office for me as we go to Felnine Celestin. Has struck out twice in his 2 plate appearances. There's something here, but
That's ball 2.
honestly, this might be a Romy Gonzalez spot. I'm going to trust Celestin.
Ball, that's out.
3-1. Lynch is nibbling a little bit. Throw him a pitch to hit. There it is. Celestin a little bit early. Just early. 3-2. Come on. Base hit back up the middle. Yes. Station to station. Felnine Celestin with a hit. We've got traffic. First and second, nobody out for Ellie De La Cruz. Look at him go down and get it. Fastball way low. Celestin just scoops it up. Maybe not way, way low. It caught the zone. Here's Ellie. Oh, this one's going to be a really tough play for the shortstop, Arroyo. He goes the short way, gets nobody. Truly station to station. First, second, and third, bases loaded, nobody out. Ellie just hit it to a really, really tough spot. Close play at second. Celestin runs hard. No double play, and with Ellie running, no chance, and not even one out.
That's a ball.
Ball low for Nolan Jones. Lynch is not going to want to give him a pitch to hit here. Going to try and make Nolan Jones expand out of the zone. Ground ball. That one's going to get through. Again, station to station. Not forcing anything with nobody out. Nolan Jones, RBI single. That one snakes right on through the infield. Just slithered right on by the first baseman. McLean, no play. Not going to run on El Bombi. And it's Luis Garcia who is homered in this game. 1-1 count. 2-hit day. Show me number 3. 2-1. Sinker misses down and in. Fastball hit deep to left field. Garcia just missed a homer earlier and misses one again. We'll try to advance on the throw. We're in there with De La Cruz. Run scores. Garcia does the job. Kind of a closer play at third than I was expecting, and that may do it for Daniel Lynch. They turned to Sean Burke out of the pen. ERA over 6 last year with a monstrous 1.61 whip. It's Charlie Condon. Runners on the corners. Still only one out. Bringing in Sean Burke to try and get a double play. Condon does not run all that well. But this hopefully just drops in for a hit, and it does. Charlie Condon loving going the other way. Will try to send the runner again. Take 2. Not in time. Nojo scores. Big RBI double for Charlie Condon. Scores Ellie. Nojo goes first to home. Condon with another good piece of hitting. With runners on, it's another double. And we have blown things wide open here on opening day. It's 9-2 Colorado. Slider just could not make contact. A little bit early on it. Sean Burke comes in and does not do the job. That's a hanger. Carter gets under it. Sky high fly ball. Condon stays put. It's not a great throw, but it's not worth the risk. Samuel Basayo, a really good guy to have hitting in the number 6 spot. He is an elite hitter down here. And that curveball just hangs. Seems like Burke has no idea where it's going, yet likes throwing it for some reason. He's got no control of it. Not even looking to walk here. Up 9-2, 3-1. You're taking a war hack here. But that curveball is not even close. Basayo walks. And it's going to be Horace Mora batting from the left side. 2 on, 2 out. The fan favorite, Mora, steps in. Fastball at 97 in on the hands. Fouled back. Quickly 2 strikes. 95 away is ball 2. Mora has seen a tremendous amount of pitches today. It's another full count on Mora. Here is the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Mora cannot connect. Oh, man. It is 9-2, though. We will turn for the first time in the series to the switch pitcher. He should have put both of his hands up when going to the bullpen. Aiken's day is done. He was great. Gerangelo Saintja into the game, showing stats from 2025. We have not seen him at the big league level in almost a half decade. Here he is. I assume it's just always going to be to our advantage. Chopper De La Cruz. He makes it look harder than it had to be. Got the out. And I guess he just pitches from whatever side they are worse at, contact-wise. Yeah, I don't think you can choose it. He just chooses the left side here. Fastball for a strike. And I don't mind that, because you can work with a changeup against the right-hander as a lefty. It's another ground ball. And against a lefty, he'll stick to the left side. We'll just pitch him a little bit differently. Work the two-seamer now.
Ball inside.
Good spot, but can't land it. Work the slider. Good spot. Get the chase. We'll go four-seam. Everything you got, Gerangelo. 96. Everything you got.
The count is full.
Can't land it. Full count. Going back to the heater.
Nope.
Didn't get a
Ball
chase.
four.
Mitchell with the take. I don't really want to be walking guys with a 7-run lead, but that's a good pitch.
Yeah.
Two-seam drops in at 90 on steer. We can get the chase on the slider. Just need to locate it. Hung it again. Condon is there. Should be the third out of the inning. Got a 9-2 lead. Should be Saintja for the rest of the game. Would love to obviously add on a little bit just to see what this lineup is truly capable of. Tovar with a 2-hit day. But we're struggling to hit Sean Burke.
2-2 the count.
Good timing. It's just his biggest issue has been location so far. When he's throwing over the plate, we can't touch it. Or maybe touch it a little bit, but can't do much with it. Ooh, good slider. Gets the chase from Tovar. And we'll see Celestin. Couple of strikeouts, but most recently a single. Got a hot zone right down the middle. Other than that, it's pretty bleak.
Ball, that's out.
28 pitches already for Sean Burke. He seems good to go, though. Belnine Celestin hits it somewhat weakly to right center, but could be a tough play for the center fielder. It will be. He's not going to get to it. Celestin can roll. It's going to be a stand-up triple for Felnine Celestin. Okay. That'll be a nice little add-on run if we can just make a little bit of contact here at the top of the order. Good diving effort, but Garrett Mitchell really never had a chance. And Celestin, easy stand-up triple. No reason to try to go inside the park there with only one out. Ellie De La Cruz on deck. 2 for 3 day.
Nope, that's a ball.
It's a good 12-6, but Ellie spits on it. Ball 2. Fastball crushed to center field. Will be another really tough play for Mitchell. So tough, in fact, that it's over the wall. Ellie De La crushed. Laser beam line drive homer that just snuck over the wall in center field. His Rockies debut, I would say, is going well. That's a triple. It's a home run. Is Ellie a double short of the cycle? I don't think he's going to have a chance to get it, but that is quite the Colorado Rockies debut. Home run for Ellie as that sneaks out of here. 11-2 Colorado. jam Nojo a little bit. Will not be back-to-back. Luis Garcia, I'd love a 2-home run day. How cool would that be? I'd also love another Elly De La Cruz at bat to try and hit for the cycle. But there will be no bottom of the ninth. Luis Garcia tears into this one. Another hanger. Garcia has gone yard. There's the 2-homer day. Did he just give himself a high five rounding second base? Luis Garcia. Nuke. I want to see more Sean Burke, actually, I've decided. I like that. Luis Garcia, I might be his biggest fan, but you can see why. He comes in and just rakes. At second base, especially. We went after Ozzy Albies, that free agency, right? Because I never pursue anybody big. He was a big player to pursue. We didn't get him. We settled for Luis Garcia, and I think for the price and production that we're getting, it was a way better signing than Ozzy Albies ever could have been. The lefty, AJ Minter, into the game. Used to be very good. We'll see what version of AJ Minter we see this time around. One with a very, 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 very good changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fell off the table. And a good cutter. They should have gone to AJ Minter a bit earlier. Condon strikes out. Damage was done, though. Homers by De La Cruz and Luis Garcia. This lineup may really be something this year. And we tried to make it happen. We made some big-time changes. And also, guys are getting better, right? You bring in young players. There's going to be a grace period. There's going to be a time where these guys are not, you know, quite ready. And we saw Condon have a good year, not a great year. Horace Morris struggled. He's still technically a rookie, or still is a rookie, but struggled a little bit in his first call-up. But now as an everyday player, I mean, we saw Mora hit a home run. I think Condon is going to end up being a great player for us. A couple of big extra base hits for him in this game. Here's Tolia.
Ball, that's out.
Like, I think we just made some really big-time moves. And I think trading Tolia just made this lineup better in general. I know he hit 30 home runs last year. Tolia is cool, but getting Nojo at first so we can get Elly at third, that is better. Although Tolia took exception to that. Laser to right field. Condon with a throw into second base, but not in time for Tolia, who doubles. 2-hit day for Tolia back at course. Yeah, I don't know how much we're going to see Jurangelo Saintcha this year. He's an option, but he's not really a great option. Condon's going to have to make a play. He's not going to. That one's going to drop in. Going to be back-to-back extra base hits off Saintcha. It's 12-3. I mean, you're our long reliever for a reason. It's Jurangelo's game. Ground ball. Tovar dives, keeps it in the infield, throws to Jones. Got him! What a play by the Gold Glover. Whew. Ezequiel Tovar. Make a play. I mean, that could have made this inning very bad. And that's why. Two-seamer in on the hands. Collier turns and burns. 461 into the bullpen. I thought it was a pretty well-located two-seam fastball, to be honest. So did Cam Collier. Destroyed. I mean, let's see it again. I think he liked where that pitch was located. I have a theory. He was crushed. I mean, good spot, but... here's the home run. Again, this is Saintcha's game. Been a little bit wild. In and out of the zone. it has been fairly tough to put away these Cincinnati Reds hitters. That's hard contact. Celestin's there.
Got him.
I'll get us to the bottom of the 8th. I mean, Cam Collier pissed on one. Nothing else you can say. I think it was pieced up. It'll be really tough to get back up to Ellie. Not impossible, though. Carter is 0 for 3. I do want to try and get him a hit. He did also almost homer. Almost went yard. That's what a homer is, obviously.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 to Carter. That's a good pitch. Carter down looking. I know the Rockies faithful are not booing after that. Maybe the call. Maybe the call. That's a great cutter. We are struggling off A.J. Minter.
2 strikes.
Late on that cutter. 1-2 to Basayo. I don't think we're going to get to Ellie. What is Minter's stamina? 16? He's already at 13 pitches. He's got to be floundering a little bit here. Oh, there's a cutter that we just cannot miss. Good timing. It's got to be in the seats. That's got to be in the seats. Ooh, good fastball. I mean, look at the location on that pitch. Good timing again. Basayo gets a piece. I want a real breakout year for him this year.
3-2.
He's been, like, quite good in the past. Still very young. I think we could see the real breakout this year. 3-2. Ground ball back up the middle. McClain dives, can't make the play. All right. I mean, we're getting closer to Ellie. Basayo stays at first. Horace Mora. More at bats for him as a righty is going to be a good thing. Needs more experience against lefties. Has homered in this game, 1 for 3. And that's going to be a lot of his games, probably. 1 for 3, 1 for 4 with an extra base hit. And I'm okay with that.
Nope.
And a lot of walks. He's had a lot of 3-2 counts in this game. Here's a 3-1. 3-2. Good timing. Minter's got to be getting tired. He's not, though. Another strikeout for Mora. Yeah, that's the life of Horace Mora. Good timing. Just misses the fastball. Here's Tovar. Couple batters away from Ellie. I don't think we're going to get there. I hope Ellie doesn't get another AB this game. The Reds tie it, that would be disastrous. Tovar swings and misses. Does he throw the most unhittable fastball of all time? Unreal. Saintja for the save. 3 innings in relief is a save. Regardless of anything else. He's given up a few runs, but that's okay. Oh, big strikeout. Arroyo goes fishing. Chases the changeup. Garrett Mitchell hitting .417. It'll improve somehow. Ground ball gets by Tovar. Let's not get crazy here. Ground ball at Celestin. Flips to Tovar. 1 back on a first. Double play. Rockies win on opening day. But I'm not a Rocky. Big win for Colorado. Saw some big bombs. Horace Mora. Luis Garcia got 2. Ellie De La Cruz went yard. And Bryce Miller, our new ace, with the win at Coors on opening day. Love to see it from the squad. We were dialed in. Luis Garcia is your player of the game. But shout out to Charlie Condon as well. Did they not give him a double on the first swing. That's crazy. But a good day, a 12-5 victory. We were absolutely dialed in. Now, as nice as it went in the game, simulation might be a different story. We lose the very next game. Doubles for Tovar and Mora. Horace Mora with a 3-hit day, by the way. 2 RBIs in there. Charlie Condon struck out 3 times. And Luzardo just did not pitch very well. Shavii came in, was not very good either. And we do win the series, though. 5-4 over Cincinnati. Tolia with a couple of RBIs. He actually homered as well. We faced Matt Manning, who was good. I mean, we didn't really score that many runs in this one, but a lot of hits. Mora had 2, including 2 RBIs. 2 hits for Nolan Jones at the top of the order. Doubles for Condon and Tovar. And Chase Dolander, decent enough start, but the bullpen was very good. I don't know why they're so convinced that Duran needs to be a multi-inning guy. But 2 innings pitched, did not allow an earned run, struck out 2. That go to extras, maybe? Is that what happened? You'd think it would say, right? Well, it says 10 innings, so we can know it did certainly go to extras. So very nice. And this is not a bad start to the season as we beat Cincinnati. Jose Torres is injured. 10-day IL is going to be good for him. That does hurt our AAA lineup, which confuses me. Is he playing second base for us? I guess. Don't really love him there. He doesn't have short, though. Greg Jones does. That's why I love Greg Jones. He can play anything. He's not great, but he can do it. As we're 3-1. This NL West is going to be a nightmare. Dodgers starting out 4-0. D-backs 4-1. And we've got a moment here. Bottom 11. No outs. How is Olsen even on first base here? I guess they would have scored already, or maybe there was an out made from the ghost runner at second and Olsen takes first. There are no outs. Did they score already in this inning? I mean, that's the only way it could have happened. Surely. Let's see. We had Romy Gonzalez score. Olsen singled. So, Duran into the game, or maybe just threw a pitch and had the single on him. I don't know. But we needed him to come in and close it down. Obviously, if you watched last season, shorter season, big strikeout, Drake Baldwin down. Oh no, it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
You know, that might be famous last words with that mistake. You know, Duran had his problems when we were actually in the games. So, this is big. Strike 3! Baldwin down swinging that time. That's what I need to see from him. Just be dominant. Throw 102, and no one can touch it. And if we get the call at the top of the zone, these Braves hitters will have no chance. I mean, what do you do if you're Ryan Ward here? You're absolutely drowning at the plate. Strike 3, 103. Ward didn't even see a fastball go by him. He just stood in the box and heard strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, you're out. Was not even aware a pitch had been thrown. This is the Yohan Duran I wanted to see.
1-0. No, that's in.
Okay. Do I dare throw a splitter? Fastball fouled back. Splitter. Got a swing. 2-2 to Harris. Curveball. Not even close. Full count. 2 outs. Ha-Sung Kim is on deck for Atlanta. Harris is 0 for 5. He's going to see a splitter. Takes it low, ball 4. Ha-Sung Kim up for Atlanta. Fastball misses.
1-0.
Fastball ripped to left field. Had a home run distance, but it's foul. Splitter, no swing.
2-1.
Right back to it. Ground ball at Nolan. That will do it. Duran with the save. Rockies win. Handshakes all around. Ellie goes 3 for 6 with a double. Basayo 3 for 5. Javi gets the win. Went 2 innings. Did not allow a run. 5-4 in 11. 2 runs in the 11th for us, by the way. Ian Hamilton with the loss for Atlanta. See if we can continue a pretty good April so far. No, we can't, as Larry Stu is hurt. Leon Kaiser is hurt, but he'll be all right. And this has been a very interesting start. We went on a huge losing streak, to go on a huge winning streak. Back to playing the Cincinnati Reds. Bases loaded. Top 9, 1 out in a 2-2 game. Ellie, Zeke, and Mora. First to third. No Joe, our best hitter at the plate. Our team ERA ranks top 10 in baseball. We've allowed the 6th fewest runs. Stolen the 4th most bases. Team on base is pretty good. Looking for a bit more power. Here is Nolan Jones. This is the guy you want up. Reds in the city connects. Jose Quijada warms for Cincinnati. Ellie's return to Cincinnati. No Joe with a rip back up the middle. That should score 2. Ellie to third base. Here's the run. Not in time. Ezekiel Tovar motoring around to score from second base. Ellie takes third. No Joe with a big clutch hit back up the middle. That's what we needed. Here's Luis Garcia. Average down at 256. 0 for 3 today. Takes a fastball down and away. Here's the changeup that misses. Come on, Luis. This one actually might find a way to get through. It does! A little blooper that finds the outfield grass that scores another. No Joe to second. Garcia with a base hit. Clutch hitting from Luis Garcia. Didn't try to do too much, just got it to land. Benny Montgomery does hit lefties fairly well. Don't know that he's the most clutch hitter on the planet. Only 50 clutch. I don't want to bring Hunter Goodman into the game in case Basayo gets injured, but I'm going to anyway. He's our best hitter for this spot. He's the most clutch. His numbers this year have been good off the bench, and he has insane power against lefties. Fastball up. Got him at 91. Two and one. Goodman has big time power. Just needs to be able to connect. That's the problem. It's 91. He can't connect. Good timing. I mean, where are we missing on that? Curveball low at 72. Carter's on deck. Not a good spot, lefty-lefty. We got to get Allard out of the game. Base is juiced. Goodman walks. Our outfield options off the bench are not great. But at this point, we need to try and take advantage of the spot. Romy Gonzalez to pinch hit for Evan Carter. I know defensive substitution. You probably just keep Carter in the game for the defense. And why pinch hit here? He's only hitting 125 as a Rocky, but it's a big spot. Base is loaded. It's game over with a hit. So do something. Ball two. Down and away. Allard can't find the zone all of a sudden. No. 3-0. Basayo on deck has homered tonight, hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position on the year. I think we just take a strike. Might even make him throw two. He can't. Gonzalez with the RBI pinch hit walk. And that is it for Allard. They bring in a different lefty, Jose Quijada. So they still get lefty-lefty on Basayo. He's hitting 284. Could go up even more after this swing. He can't throw a strike either. 6-2 Colorado. Finally a fastball in for a strike. Good timing there, but a check swing, no swing. Strike anyway. Ball two. I would take another RBI walk. No shame in that. Okay, strike two. That is a tough call. Surprised that didn't catch.
Full count.
Full count. Mora on deck. Surprised that didn't catch. It is ball four. Basayo walks. Horace Mora hitting just 211. 675 OPS. Has homered 4 times. We know he's not a contact guy.
1-0.
I mean, we're just not seeing strikes. That's a pitch to hit. Good timing. Mora can't do anything with it. Fastball, big swing, popped up. Collier ranging over. Will make the play. No opportunity for a tag. And he's killing us in some of these spots. Good timing, too. Just popped it up. Here's Ezekiel Tovar. 2-hit day for him. He's hitting over 300 on the year. Slugging close to 500. On base isn't great, but he's never really been a guy that walks very much. He's been a guy that can hit when he's at his best. But he pops up this time. And the Reds will be out of it. We had some big opportunities there, but back-to-back pop-ups obviously hurt. But we win anyway, 7-2. Basayo 2 for 3 with a home run. Nolan Jones 2 for 5. Kopech gets the win. Remember, we went out and signed Michael Kopech for nothing. I think he's going to end up being a good pitcher for us. So I'm excited to see what he can do out of the bullpen this year. We've been very nice. 13-7 through April as Jefferson Caro is injured. He's going to miss 1 to 2 months. We're going to put him on the 10-day, but that does create a problem at AAA because our catchers, I guess we have Drew Romo. That will be okay. Drew Romo did not get claimed, so we should actually be fine at AAA. Should be incredibly fine. Drew Romo just steps in. And we'll see a quick update at the end of the episode how our minor leaguers are performing. Johnny Hunter's going to keep active. Caro is going to stay on the 10-day. We are 19-9 through April. That is top of the NL West. Daniel Cope struggled at AA, as did Braylon Payne, who stinks. Chris McMahon got crushed. Braxton Fulford was hot at AA. So was Drew Romo at AAA. And Todd Daly, 15 strikeouts and 13 2/3, a .66 ERA. Todd Daly wants that call-up. Walks per 9 going down. But he's got A potential. I mean, he's got closer potential for us. Here is the organizational update. Bryce Miller shoving. 2.19 ERA through 37 innings. 4-1 so far. Luzardo still struggling a bit. 4.55 ERA. Dolander's been very nice at a 3 ERA. He's on fire. Whip under 1. Yeah, Dolander's just been shoving. It's 1 run or 3 runs in every one of his starts. Sometimes going into the 8th inning. He's been sweet so far. Burns is pitching fairly well, although the whip is crazy high. A lot of walks, a lot of hits. And then Jorge Santana, the 21-year-old, is pitching very well. Limiting hits for the most part. Walks are a bit of a concern. He's allowing homers. He's not striking anybody out, of course, but Jorge Santana is a 21-year-old in a big league rotation with a 2.5 ERA. Spectacular. Durangelo stinks. He's going to get DFA'd probably. Victor Vodnik has yet to allow a run, but hasn't pitched very much. Leclerc has been good. Keegan Aiken is getting destroyed. Is it just a couple of bad outings? It was kind of 3 in a row. Chavi's been pretty good. Romero's been killing it. Kopech has struggled a bit. It was really just one. It was one outing against Toronto. Otherwise, he's been outstanding. And Duran, 2.2 ERA, 11 saves this year, 0 blown saves. He's been, again, mostly outstanding. Our AAA rotation, Pedro Montanez, the 21-year-old right-hander, pitching extremely well. Not striking a ton out. Pablo Herrera, and getting destroyed. He's back to the bullpen. Larry Stu back into the rotation where he's going to thrive. Pedro Lucero, the 19-year-old at AAA, showing he belongs. A lot of scoreless outings, at least a couple. And then at AA, Steven Serrano is the big one we want to watch out for. 9 innings. It's a complete game shutout in his last start. 2-hitter, no walks, 8 Ks. Steven Serrano, that's one to watch out for. That is one to watch out for. And then at AAA, our bullpen, Cordero does his thing. We know about Todd Daly. Not really much to report with the other relievers. At AA, top prospect Sean Elliott almost got traded. We're holding on to him. I don't know why. He's never going to perform. Cope is terrible. I want to get Leon Kaiser back in there somewhere. I think he can be a beast. He's in over Cope, who absolutely stinks. Why was he playing second base? That's crazy. Sean Elliott not really hitting much. Kaiser, I think, can be a real ball player for us. Warming Bernabel on fire. But at AAA, Ray Valdez, not much to show so far. Pedro De Silva is struggling. Darren Pryor does have 5 homers already in 24 games. 7 doubles and a triple. He's big league ready, to be honest. Portillo is big league ready, hitting .353. OPS over 900. Need to see some more homers, ideally. Kalaz is hitting well. Drew Romo is absolutely on fire. Greg Jones doing what he does. And then the MLB lineup. Ellie De La Cruz is ice cold. 1 homer happened on opening day. He's hitting .227. He's regressing completely across the board because he's 27. And how could an MLB player expect to hold up over that time? He's been awful. No Joe has been locked in. 323, 3 homers. He's a monster player. Luis Garcia, close to 300, 5 homers. He's got to be red hot. 341, over a 900 OPS in his last 44 at-bats. Condon has gone yard thrice, as is Carter. Basayo's having a really great season to start so far. Horace Mora, already 4 home runs. Need to see more production out of him. Tovar is locked in, having a great year to start. And Celestin, if he hits 250 for me, I'm game. Totally cool with that. Goodman's been great off the bench. Romy Gonzalez stinks. We'll make some changes. But that is the episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. MLB Draft through the All-Star game probably in the next episode. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.